Hello, everyone, and welcome to your very special holiday edition of the Ko-fi Break, part of the 12 Days of Ko-fimas. If you're not familiar with this challenge, Ko-fi is celebrating you, the amazing and talented community, with 12 days of giveaways with a new prize every day. Promote your Ko-fi page using the hashtag Ko-fimas for your chance to win your share of $1,000 in prizes. To celebrate this holiday season, I am joined by not one, but three fellow Ko-fi ambassadors, and I have Anna, Becca, and Steve. How you doing, everybody?
Hi, everyone.
Yeah, good, thank you. Lovely to see you.
Yeah, happy holidays. So why don't we just kind of go around our virtual room here and go ahead and introduce yourself, starting, let's go ahead with Anna.
Hello, everyone. Buenas. Well, I am from Spain. I joined Ko-fi because I wanted to have several options for my followers, and I love it. I recommend it to everyone. I make videos for YouTube. On Ko-fi, I used to make vlogs to say that I made a new video. I also use the gallery, the memberships. In general, it is about my video blogs, my streams, and for people support me, people send me message with their suggestions.
Hi, I'm Becca. I am a traditional artist. Actually, I studied fine art way back in the day, and I started with Ko-fi through looking actually for alternatives from Amazon because I was streaming on Twitch. I got really involved in the community. I became an ambassador. And because I had my own art community as well, I was asked to start the Ko-fi Discord. So I'm an admin there and I help develop the community. And for my own Ko-fi shop, I typically sell prints and postcards and fine art, traditional art, originals, kind of keep people updated with what I'm doing and send out mails, little packages with stickers and things like that to the people that support me. So.
Hello, my name is Steve Jones. I'm in the UK and I'm a singer-songwriter under the name Stylus Boy. And I have on Ko-fi the Handmade Music Club because I hand make all of my CDs, all the sleeves. So yeah, I just wanted to create a space where I could be a little bit more open than I would be perhaps on my blog or my website. And what I do is share like a demo song, like an early kind of work in progress or a live recording or something every month. And also a video, which sometimes I've recorded specially, sometimes it's from a gig or something like that. I've got kind of 3 tiers that people subscribe to. Yeah, it's been going really well. I've been doing it for just over about 18 months or so. I think for me, one of the best things is the accountability. It helps me, having promised that I would give something in exchange for people's support every month. It means I have to do that, and that is really good for my creativity.
Now, I think it's only appropriate. I saw everyone had a mug. Right? So this is
Ko-fi mug.
Yeah, this
you
is
have
a
Ko-fi mug.
Oh,
Right.
great, so cool.
Now, this isn't the official one that they just came out with. This is a handmade one. I had a sticker and I threw it on my mug. But they do have some Ko-fi mugs coming out, which I'm excited for. What's everybody drinking today? I just have cold hot chocolate now. It's been sitting here for some time. But that's my go-to is hot chocolate.
So
when
now
it's
it's
cold
just
out.
chocolate.
It's just chocolate the way I like it.
Mine is coffee with chocolate.
Wonderful.
Wow, that's brave at this time of evening. I have a ginger honey lemon tea.
Very
I
nice.
also have lemon and ginger tea, but no honey.
Oh,
in
there
it,
you go.
So.
I think one of the best things about Ko-fi is that we are a diverse, creative community from across the globe. And in the spirit of holidays, why don't we talk a little bit about how each of us celebrate the holidays? I think everyone has their own family traditions, but regionally, I think there's some nuances there too.
Well, in Spain, we have a holiday from December 24 to January 6, December 24, it is more for families. On January 6, we have the gifts from the three kings.
Mhm.
So our gifts are on January, but from few years here now, Santa Claus he's also on Spain. Dinners are cheese, sausage, wine, peacock. Yeah, also. And on December 24th, we have the midnight mass.
I hope this isn't too depressing. So, some context is that I am actually Canadian and I live in Germany. So, that means my whole family is in Canada. I have a husband, though, which is amazing. And he is one of our society's heroes. He is a geriatric nurse. So, he works on Christmas and all of the holidays like they were just another day. So, our traditions are quite limited because sometimes he's not around in the evenings, so we can't have dinner together. It's always something different. One thing that we have started to do is there's this really fancy store in Berlin. It's like one of the highest kind of like shishi places in the whole of Berlin. And they have one floor that is all food, but it's kind of like exquisite fine foods, right? So it's become a little bit of a tradition to buy a few like really special food items. It might be like a handmade pasta, or I'm usually vegan, but my husband will sometimes buy like a really fancy cheese or some really fancy chocolates, you know, just something that makes it a little bit special. And so we love food and we love eating together. So typically that will be sort of like our little Christmas treat. In Germany, they celebrate Christmas on the 24th, and in Canada, we celebrate on the 25th. So I spend some time Skyping with my family. But something that's really special in Germany that I really love are the Christmas markets. They are these magical little villages that pop up made of these little stalls, and they're all wood often, with tree branches for the roof. And you can get some of the best food of the year, like caramelized almonds and roasted chestnuts are one of my favorites. All sorts of really delicious food, and it has this really nice atmosphere with the little lights, and it's very, very cozy in German. So that's one of my favorite things to do. Not quite on Christmas, but around the holidays.
For us in the UK, there's the starts of the Christmas trees have started to appear with lights in people's windows. The crackers that happen on people's tables. So, you know, like where you pull them and there's a little prize, it's usually pretty rubbish because it's like a plastic little toy, but everyone does it and you get a really bad joke inside it, and everyone gets a paper hat and you put those on and then they kind of break. So that's a lovely tradition with it. Lots of good food, lots of lovely chocolate. When you're talking about cheese, yeah, I think Christmas is a good time for cheese. Traditionally in the UK, people would eat like a turkey roast dinner, but being a vegetarian myself, obviously I don't do that. Lots of time with family, usually a Christmas film or something like that as well, yeah. And kind of different Christmas services at churches and stuff like that as well. So yeah, really special time.
For me in the US, I live in the state Michigan, and Christmas pretty much starts day after Thanksgiving, Black Friday. It's not as crazy as it used to be, with now all these retail shops doing their special deals starting in like July now. But really, that's the point right after Thanksgiving where everybody starts changing over their autumn decorations to Christmas. The houses around my neighborhood will start putting their lights up and putting their inflatable animals and all sorts of crazy stuff out there. Especially in Michigan, it gets cold and it gets snowy very quickly. This is a strange year. We don't have any snow on the ground yet. Normally that starts in late October, but that's what makes it a little bit magical. So as far as traditions go, Christmas Eve, we go to one side of our family to celebrate Christmas itself on December 24th with presents and the kids. And after we leave the family's house, just my wife and my kids will start driving around to different neighborhoods to see decorations. They love seeing Christmas lights at night. That's kind of our tradition right before Christmas, is to do some of that and find some of those big, expensive neighborhoods and those fancy lights that they put up, and just kind of enjoy it, just to see the awe and wonder on their faces. And then on Christmas Day, they'll wake up early, we'll open up presents, and our other families will come over to the house, and we'll have more dinner and celebrations, and just kind of keep it easy. We just try to relax as much as possible because life is so busy and crazy. It's good just to pause and spend time with family. So we try to keep it as low key as possible and just kind of enjoy and embrace, the fun of the winter time before it becomes a icy, slushy, depressing mess in January. So we do the best that we can before it all happens. So now the holidays are a great way to theme your Ko-fi page and offer some unique holiday shop items or some commissions. And I was curious if you guys had any examples of things that you may have done or seen, or ideas you might be able to offer the Ko-fi community to make their Ko-fi page more festive this time of year.
For me, so I have done sort of little Christmas packages or like little, Christmas solstice kind of vibe cards before. I'm focusing more on the Ko-fi community in the Discord this winter. There are some amazing creations being shared. The 12 days of Ko-fimas has arrived as well, and our monthly art submission is also holiday themed. So I really loved seeing the community kind of get into the festive spirit, regardless of what people celebrate, and also seeing how each creator does it also a bit different and individually how they modify their page. So for me, it's living the joy of the holiday Ko-fi expression vicariously through our fellow creators.
That's awesome. And that's another shout out to everybody. If you're not part of the Discord community or you don't know what Discord is, you're missing out on a huge chunk of the collaboration between other creators. So highly recommend joining, getting a chance to converse with other creators, with the Ko-fi team themselves. You can recommend changes or things you'd like to see, get ideas on how to take your creativity to the next level. So I highly recommend everybody join that community and talk with us every day. You can ask all of us questions and get involved. So it's a lot of fun.
We have an incredible team of people that really keep such a hawk eye and the good vibes. They are really kind and compassionate, especially when the holidays come around. You can see everybody kind of getting together, and there's like this real communal feeling of sharing pictures of our Christmas trees, or sharing all of the different, maybe special stickers or the different things that people are doing. And I know it's a hard time for some people as well. So having that community feeling and knowing that we have a team that is so kind and so supportive, it's everything. So huge, huge, huge shout out to our mod team, and of course Sophie as well.
Yeah.
So much love to everybody.
For me, I'm planning to release a video which will be a Christmas song, and then an MP3 that will be a Christmas song as well. I think for me, it's good to offer some different things. I'm not necessarily going to theme my pages, but I know people do really beautiful things with their pages and offer all sorts of things. I've done kind of Christmas releases before of CDs and stuff like that as well. So I think if people are super organized and they can do wonderful things with their pages, go for it.
Last year I did this a lot more. This year we're on a bit of a break before our next season for our podcast, but I did do a couple things. I changed the buy me a message to something like buy me a hot chocolate, especially since I have just cold chocolate in my mug right now. I could use some hot chocolate. I changed my profile picture, just adding some festive, like a wreath around my logo, updated some stuff with the cover image. So there's those little things that you can do to make it a little bit more festive. And I also have offered discounts on the commission items and the shop items. So people can get on some special deals for the holidays too, if they'd like to have a special Christmas movie or something like that reviewed on our show. The team at Ko-fi is hard at work adding new tools and capabilities to help creators like us engage with our communities and make an income doing what we love. So I'm curious, what are some of your favorite features that Ko-fi has either released this year or that you've really taken advantage of and saw success with?
My favorite one is memberships. Like you can use memberships or one-time donation, and also the goal you can add for if people make a donation, why you will use that. So all the donation is great for me.
When I joined Ko-fi, it was pretty bare bones compared to what it is now. And I am continually so impressed with the team that they don't just settle, right? It's something where there's a feature and there's a few people that are like, oh, it would be really great if we could do maybe this as well or enhance this. And there are so many incredible improvements happening on a very, very regular basis. And I love seeing how the different features can also support different communities. For example, all of the recent updates for stream alerts and stream bots and everything to do with streaming, they've really made an effort and improved so many of those features as well. And it's become more and more customizable. All of the different things around your page and the colors and all of the features they've added in terms of what you can do with your store and now multiple image uploads. So there are so many features that I really appreciate, especially because I was on Ko-fi before they existed. So for me, it's really like, oh, wow, the improvement and that they just keep listening and keep growing and making the platform more accessible for everybody is really what I love about it so much.
Yeah, I think I'd agree with lots of those things. The multiple images thing is going to be amazing. I really enjoy the fact you can schedule your posts, so I tend to do that at the start of the month. The simplicity of it is really great. It's a very intuitive platform to use, really easy to set up. As has been mentioned, support team are great. You can ask a specific question or you can ask someone else like, how do you do this, or have you ever thought of doing this? And it's generally, yes, we have thought about it and it's coming soon. The fact you could do a one-off or you can be a member as well, I think that's been really, really good for me. So it was one of the main things that attracted me to join up.
I joined right when I started the podcast 2 years ago, so it was pretty much a way to accept donations and make posts, but now it's grown so much. The launch of the shop was a game changer. The launch of memberships was another game changer moment. And all the different capabilities it has for streaming, it's incredible what you can do with this platform to configure it to fit your style without getting too complex with customizations. It's a very smart design that they did to give you some personality, but allow them to continue to make updates without breaking something you already have. It's just a great team focused on putting the customer first, and the customer is us, the creators, and finding ways to not only share what we do, but make an income doing what we love. And that's a fantastic thing they've built for us. And they just keep coming out with new stuff. And if you did read the recent announcement that they made about the multiple image posts, they dropped a little teaser in there that no one talked about yet, but polls are coming soon. And that's, to me, as a podcaster doing voting, that's game changer. So I'm waiting for that one. It's been on my wish list for so long, and they dropped that little teaser in there in the last post that they made. So really looking forward to that one too.
And the wonderful thing about being part of the Discord community, for example, is that there is a platform to kind of discuss some of the ideas and also directly go into the feature request forms and any ideas that you have or anything that you would love to see. The team really does listen, and they really do care about what we want. And there's always the option to have your voice heard. And the more people that voice that they would love to see something, the higher chances it is that will happen.
Our engagement and our interaction, it drives priority on things. So
absolutely.
So engaging as a community, it makes a huge difference. So there's another plug to join Discord and talk about the things that you'd like. I received a few questions regarding Ko-fi on social media, and one of them was from the Lemurian Phoenix on Twitter, and they said, recently it was announced that multi-image posts for the gallery were coming soon. When is it coming? So, as we just talked about, just a couple days ago, Ko-fi officially launched this to the public, and you can upload up to 8 images at a time, and your supporters can swipe through them. It's really, really awesome to see. This is one of those hot requests coming from everybody. It'll be great, especially as people post, your work in progress items or multiple items that you want to share. This is a great way to upload them all at once instead of having to do it one by one. So I'm looking forward to taking advantage of this soon. I'm so glad they've come out with this finally.
People who make comics, for example, it is a great for the comics, books,
Yeah, it's a great example.
I love that there was a question And that you could be like, hey, it's here, it's ready.
Those are the best questions, right?
Exactly. We solved your problem. Question
Yeah.
answered.
The second question I have is from Ramen Sandwich. I love these Twitter handles. These are fantastic. Does Ko-fi do anything to leverage its users and help creators get discovered, or is it entirely on creators to drive their followers to Ko-fi? Ko-fi has some great ways to explore. Through searching, you can find other creators. They feature creators in their blogs as well. And they're very active on the social media to share stories and posts, whether it's on Instagram to reshare content with their followers, or same thing on Twitter. I see a lot of that too. For example, like you were mentioning, Becca, streamers have received a lot of love from Ko-fi recently, a lot of really powerful stuff, such as stream alert positioning and text to speech, the goal overlay custom colors, which is huge, so it can kind of match your theme. And then very recently, they have the Stream Alert GIFs, or GIFs if you're a purist. And for each one of these features, they make a public announcement on their page, on social media, everywhere. But not only do they tell you this feature is available, but they give you examples of how the community is using it. That's another great way to get featured, is by using their products and staying engaged, because they might come across what you've done and how you've used their tools and features and highlight it and share with the community. Say, hey, this person took this shop idea and this is what they're offering. The more you use the platform and engage, the more recognition you might be able to get and be involved in some of these announcements. And again, for the third time, shout out to the Discord community to engage with other people and collaborate in a unique way.
There's a few really big different ways that we do that as well within the community. There are monthly contests. Right now, I mentioned that there's the 12 days of Ko-fimas happening, which is 12 days of prizes, all sorts of gold memberships and community-made gifts, a limited edition merch, and $500 in cash is giving out as well, which also helps promote your own shop. Every month has a different kind of contest. We also have a monthly theme in the Discord as well. And the more that you engage with the community, the more people see your work. We really try to give people as much visibility as we can. But the more you're engaged with those communities, and also the smaller communities within that, like the writers community or the cosplay community, you have a lot more opportunity to also get more promotion from Ko-fi itself, also by using the hashtags and all this kind of stuff, because Ko-fi is really here to support the creators. But I think it's a mixture between, bringing your own audience and also engaging with the creators and engaging with some of the features or activities.
Yeah, I'd echo all of that. I think just engaging well. I've discovered some amazing stuff just through their blogs and people that are doing things. They're very, very supportive of people on the platform.
What platforms do this kind of challenge? Nobody, only on Ko-fi, please. Only.
That's true. I see some of the other platforms out there that do these one-off things, but nobody as engaging and powerful as Ko-fi, finding ways to lift us up as creators. And you don't see that everywhere. They are us. They are creators just like us. And it's amazing to be a part of this. Thank you, everyone, for checking out this video. And a special thanks to Anna, Becca, Steve for joining me today. Go follow these awesome creative people and buy them a Ko-fi or two. And also be sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Comment on what you'd like to see or learn in a future video. And have a wonderful holiday to each and every one of you. Happy creating. We'll see you soon. So thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
See you guys. Take care.
Bye.
See you in the
Bye-bye.
Discord.
Bye.
Happy holidays.
Bye.
Silent night. Oh.